everyone. It is an honor to speak before you have the chance to speak. Today, I want to talk about teenagers. Teenagers. What are your first thoughts when I mention teenagers? Is it freedom, money, travel, hang out, diet, or depression? Nowadays, teenagers have changed a lot compared to the teens in the past, such as their eating habits, spending free times, and clothing. Basically, all people have to go through the teenage years. Maybe some of us have already passed this stage while someone else is still struggling, and some others are still dreaming about the time when they will finally grow up. Ladies and gentlemen, being a teenager isn't really easy, right? It is hard, harder than you can imagine. It can be confusing and frustrating. It's the way you have to deal and cope with the most changes in your life. Everything is changing, both physically and emotionally, and yet you are thrust into the most intense situation of your young life, discovering heartbreak, anxiety, low self-esteem, and peer pressure along the way. We all have our tough time. Everyone gets through something, but being a teenager, that's when you feel everything at once. As a teenager, will you give up and end this hardship? Or will stand up, keep moving, and show the world that you can overcome anything? As a teenager, I have a lot of problems, both small and big, that I deal with every day. To start with, my body is changing as I am growing and getting older. Sometimes it can be irritating since it is something new for me. There have been instances where I feel inferior because of these changes in my body. I can't help but compare myself to the way other teenagers look. I believe that it is during this stage of one's life when a person is most insecure about his or her appearance. Sometimes I do not feel satisfied with my body weight or the way my face look. At this period of life, I am more conscious than ever with my appearance. Teenagers make a big deal of how they dress up. It is very important to me to look good every time I go out. I pick out clothes more carefully and make sure that my clothes suit me well. There are different challenges that we have to face, decisions to make, and choose the roads to take. The people and environment around us greatly affects the way we think and act as teenagers. Being a teenager is difficult, but at the same time, it is fun. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could say one thing to the youth, it will be this: never give up. Keep trying and pushing and struggling. Even if you don't know what your goal is or why you would want to achieve it, make a point to succeed. When a person says you are not capable of doing so, because when you succeed, you are proving not only to them, but to yourself. Respect the person who doubts you, because that will let them know that you are not affected by what they are saying. People will recognize you as someone who won't give up, and they will get out of your way. Being a teenager isn't anything, it's everything. Remember, in the long run, the sharpest weapon of all this, a kind and gentle spirit. Just like no one is watching, blast music as loud as you can. Just be yourself. Always remember that the people who judge you aren't worth it. Thank you.